It is now time for our feature presentation. Spoiler warnings. It's time for our next review here, and also from the Mega Shark Collection. This is going to do 2008's Shark in Venice.
Your father was diving in a restricted area with no permits and no insurance. What he was doing was illegal. We do not have sharks in Venice.
What did you say was the cause of death?
It was a boat propelled from one of the buses.
What is it you're looking for?
Treasure.
It's the Medici treasure.
Over $200 million. I need you to take us back to where you found it.
There are killer sharks down there.
I'm going to kill her, and I'm going to enjoy it.
Okay, Dwayne, this is 2008's Shark in Venice. Now, this is directed and written by Danny Lerner, the same guy who made our favorite Shark Zone. And you know how I figured it out?
Same stock footage.
Same stock footage. And the exact same plot. What was the plot of Shark Zone? They trying to find this ancient treasure sunken in the water. One guy knows where it's at. A mobster wants it so bad he kidnaps a loved one and makes them go get it. And at the end, all the mobsters get ate anyway, and the guy goes free.
And his dad got ate by a shark.
And his dad got ate by a shark at the beginning of both of them. Yeah, same fucking movie. Now, the pro on this one, he did get better from Shark Zone to Shark in Venice. He got better. Not much, but he did get better. Now this one, he's like, I can't have that bad actor come back. I gotta go to the tippy top of the A-list actors. Got Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin's okay. He was in Usual Suspects. That's a good movie.
So, this is the only Stephen Baldwin movie I've seen. I've seen a ton with Alec Baldwin. Could you kind of like give me and then the viewers a brief description of this guy's like what he's done?
Stephen Baldwin?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Stephen Baldwin. He was in Posse with Mario Van Peebles and some bunch of others. Billy Zane's in that one.
Oh, okay.
And Kadeem Hardison, a bunch of others. Tone Loc.
Did he squint in those as well?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, so he just likes to scan. Okay.
He was in Young Riders TV show, I think. And then I know he's in The Usual Suspects. And Usual Suspects is a A+ movie.
Really?
Yeah, you need to watch it.
Now, was Stephen Baldwin like the lead, or was he just?
He's one of the. There's like a crew. It's kind of like, it's a crime movie.
Okay.
And there's a crew of people that do some crimes. He's one of the crew. He's actually pretty good.
Where would, in your list of like the Hall of Fame Stephen Baldwin films, where does Shark in Venice lie on that totem pole?
Probably the bottom of the totem pole.
Okay. All right. Yeah. This is. So Stephen Baldwin is playing a professor, I think, at this college, His daddy was eaten by a shark looking for this treasure. I think this one was like, it wasn't conquistadors, I don't believe. Crusaders this time. Yeah. He changed it up.
Yeah.
And they brought him in. I think he was just trying to get his dad's shit first. And then the mafia guy, this time, at least they knew from their mistake from Shark Zone. They introduced the main bad guy before the main character. Learn from their mistakes. He's getting better. Maybe on the third one he does. It might be halfway fucking decent.
Yeah, the third one?
I don't think he has, but if he does, he'll at least get better. And I think he goes down there and some of the guys get ate, and he's like, "Oh, fuck this shit." And then they also steal some of his dad's stuff, and he works with the cops to kind of like get him. And then the mafia guy offers him a deal, just like in the Shark Zone. He refuses. So, but this time, instead of kidnapping his son, he kidnaps his, I believe, fiance.
Yeah.
And then he has to go do what they say. Yeah, Dwayne, it's the same fucking movie. It's hard. Like, I'm trying to think of more to say. But it's the same goddamn movie. Same stock footage. Might be different footage of sharks, but stock footage.
I think a lot of it's the same.
A lot of it's the exact same. The same plot, same movie. I do admit the acting did get better here.
Yeah.
I did like the acting, and I did like, I'm not gonna lie, when they went and found the underground area, and they were like in that, like, looks like a temple kind of.
Indiana Jones.
It felt like Indiana Jones. I liked that. I actually did like that part. And I thought, I was like, you know, this might be a halfway decent movie if it wasn't for the sharks. I don't think the sharks helped, because like the mafia guy, he's like, "Oh, I put the sharks in the Venice water to help," kind of like Scooby-Doo, to scare people away. However, it backfired, as because the sharks ate all his men. So I was like, if it's been lost for 100 years, it's safe to say no one's going near it anytime soon. I don't see why the sharks helped their plan. And it might have been a halfway decent movie, halfway, if they didn't have the sharks. Sharks made no sense. But I think it is a lot better. So Dwayne, what's your thoughts on Shark in Venice?
Alright, so Shark in Venice, I'm going to agree with Sean on a lot here. Acting's better because you have Stephen Baldwin. If it wasn't called Shark in Venice, and it wasn't featured as a shark movie, maybe it was a sci-fi made-for-TV Indiana Jones ripoff, that at the end they have to get through sharks to get to the treasure. This may not be such a bad movie.
Yep.
But they tried to force this into a shark category, and it didn't need to be. And if you take a lot of the shark stuff out, the stock footage, and roaring sharks again,
yeah,
good God, if you pulled that stuff out, they could have had a okay movie. You know, not great, maybe not good, but okay. You know, the only issue I had with it is there's a scene in it where he's fighting like the mobster guys, and like he's fighting one of them, and then a guy on a motorcycle comes up, and he's fighting the guy on a motorcycle, and never showed him finish the fight with the first guy. Then all of a sudden he's fighting the guy on the motorcycle. The guy on the motorcycle crashes, and like the next scene is him on a boat riding out to the mobster's boat. Like, where did he get a boat? What happened from where the other guys he was fighting? There's like no continuity in that fight scene there. It was like they sped it all up. I mean, they had to make it an hour and 20 minutes, but they could have made an hour and 21 minutes if they put one more minute of him moving from fight to fight to the dock to get on the boat and go. You know, that's like the basic continuity thing. Besides all the shark stuff, you know, it's no continuity.
Do you think they told Stephen Baldwin he'd have to run before he signed on to this movie?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if he's got the Tom Cruise clause where Tom Cruise runs in every movie.
I think he's just happy to sign on. I don't. I don't know. Yeah, this was so close to being halfway decent, Dwayne.
Yep.
What a, like, I was so more interested in the mafia crime shit. Oh, Maybe Stephen Baldwin's next one will.
Sure.
What else you got for me, Dwayne?
That's about it. At the end, they're like, "Oh, we couldn't find a treasure," or something like that. And then he pulls out a piece of treasure and gives it to his girlfriend or something like that. He does it right in front of the cops. Tells the cops we couldn't find a treasure, couldn't get to it. But then pulls a piece out, like an earring out, and gives it to his girlfriend. It was an earring or a ring?
It was a necklace, right?
It's a necklace. It was something. And he gives it to his girlfriend right in front of the cops.
Yeah.
I was like, bullshit.
Also,
Or shark shit.
Also, one of the cops helped orchestrate the bad guys and turned on them. And then he let her go at the end. And he kind of like covered for her. I was like, why?
Yeah, but she kind of turned good at the end. She was a bad guy, you know, helping the bad guy.
Yeah.
But then at the end, she's like, "Oh, I don't want him to get killed," or so. After all these other people get killed, she's like, "Oh, I don't want to kill Stephen Baldwin and his girlfriend," and they, you know, so they're like, "Oh yeah, she did her job really well," you know. Yeah, trying to give it a bit of a happy ending.
I guess, but like, she was the one lying the whole time. She's probably the one behind the kidnapping.
Probably helped with it.
Yeah. Alright, Dwayne, what would you give Shark in Venice?
Shark in Venice is about 2.5 steps up from Shark Zone.
He got better.
Shark Frenzy, whatever it
Danny
was.
Lerner, he got better as a director and
I don't
writer.
care. 4.5.
Okay. Here are my pros and cons to Shark in Venice. My pros! The acting got better, and when I say the acting, I mean only Stephen Baldwin. The rest were pretty shitty. The story got better. The writer-director, Danny Lerner, he got better, even though it's the same movie. He did tweak it up, and it made a better film out of it. I like the Indiana Jones style part of the movie. My cons! The rest of the actors that wasn't Stephen Baldwin. He literally copied and pasted the same movie with only a few tweaks here and there. The sharks were stupid and added nothing to the film. It shouldn't have been about sharks. Alright guys, that's my review. I'm going to give Shark in Venice, I'm going to give it 5 Stephen Baldwin squints out of 10.